Here is the after and here is the before. So in this video, my friend, we will learn that how to select tree and grass from the background or how to subtract the subject from the background. So without any further ado, let's get started. Before doing selection, let me explain some tips. The image that has a flat background, as you can see in this image has a white or the flat background. It is very easy for Photoshop to detect the edges and subtract the subject from the background. In other words, the image that has a different color on the subject and the background are easy to detect for Photoshop or subtract the subject from the background. But the images that has the same color tone on the subject and the background is some difficult for Photoshop to detect the edges and subtract the subject from the background. But the problem comes when we have to select the trees and the grass from the background, and we have to select and some very sharp and very little small areas. So how to do that very perfectly or very accurately? So the way is very simple. First of all, take the copy of the background layer. Simply press Ctrl or Command J. After taking the copy, simply go to channels. If you have not found the channels here, simply go to Windows, and from here make sure that channel is checked. And after that, or you can do simply go to workspace. From here go to essential and then reset essentials and then come back. After that, you have to click all these channels one by one. Instead of RGB, you have to click on these channels and you have to see on which channels the contrast is more high. And as you can see, in the red channel, it is very good, but we have not as much good as we want. It is also not good in greens. But in the blue channels, it is very high and it is very good and perfect. But we have to make it more perfect. On the blue channels, take a copy of the blue channels. Now, how to take the copy of the blue channel? Simply drag and drop this channel on this plus icon on the bottom, you can see. After you will drag and drop, it will automatically copy that channel. And after that, you have to make it more high contrast. So how to make it more higher contrast? You can take any of that method, but I use levels, and you can use levels. Simply press the Ctrl or Command L, Ctrl or Command L, or you can do simply go to Image, Adjustment, and from here Levels. So there are a lot of ways. Simply press the Ctrl or Command L. After that, make the contrast as much higher as you can. Simply take it to right the left point as much as you can see. All the areas white and black. The areas that we want to select should be white. So, and make it as much contrasty as you can. So I think it is too much good. So and keep remember, my friend, the areas that are selected should be white and the areas that are not selected should be black. But the problem is in this image is that we have to select trees and grass, not the sky. But in this case, the sky is selected and the trees and grass is not selected because, my friend, white is the color that is selected and black is the color that is not selected. So how we have to invert the color, or we have to invert the selection. So how to do that? First, make it selection. There are two ways. You can press Ctrl or Command key and click on the thumbnail of the blue copy channel. You can see, or you can do simply select this channel that we have copied, blue copy, and on the bottom you can see this circle icon or load channel as selection. You can click on that. So you can use any of that method. After making it, we have to invert the selection. In this case, the sky is selected, but we have selected the tree and grass, not the sky. You can press Ctrl or Command I. Some cases it is Ctrl or Command I, and some cases it is Ctrl Shift I. In my case, it is Control Shift I, but you can, other ways is you can go to select from here, simply invert, you can see it here, inverse, Shift Control I. You can press Short key and Shift Control I, or you can go to select. After inverting the selection, you have once click on this RGB channel. So after that, come back to the layers, and you can, from here, you can press Ctrl or Command J to take the copy, or to subtract the selection. Or the efficient way is that you have active selection. When you have active selection, simply click on this mask, and after that you can